everyone, on this Savory Sensation show I'm going to do my soda pop Coke ribs. Once again, you're going to want to get those pork ribs out because this is going to be a tasty treat. So on this pork rib tasty soda pop delight, you are going to need brown sugar, a can of Coke, ketchup, and some pork ribs. Let's get this Savory Sensation show started. The first thing you're going to want to do is individually cut these pork ribs and place them into a glass Pyrex dish. And then you're going to want to prep the rest. So you're going to start by getting your brown sugar out, your ketchup, and your can of Coke. You're only going to want 1 cup of the Coke, 1 cup of the ketchup, and you're going to use the brown sugar to taste. So I like rinsing off all my meats. So I cut these, washed them off, placed them in this dish, and now I'm placing them in the oven at 375 for 15 minutes. So as I'm waiting for my 15 minutes at 375 to go, I'm going to show you what I do with the Coke, brown sugar, and ketchup. So tune in. So this is how I make my fancy, non-fancy barbecue sauce that everyone loves. It's as easy as 1 cup of Coke, 1 cup of the ketchup, and I kind of like whisking the 1 cup of ketchup with the 1 cup of soda pop. So after I got my Coke and ketchup nicely whisked together, it's a 50-50 blend. I'm going to add 1 cup of brown sugar to it. So I'm going to add that 1 cup of brown sugar to it as well to make like a triple split blend. It's delicious. Just blend till it's nice and smooth. And this is all your barbecue sauce. It's going to be a great, delicious blend. Once it's blended together, you end up with this, what I call, and it's already branded, guys, BBQ cola sauce. It's awesome. And once you got your BBQ cola sauce ready to go, this is what you end up with extra. And I'm going to take out of the oven at 375, and I'm taking out of the oven at 375 my pork ribs that I have rinsed, cut individually, and cooked now for 15 minutes. This right here is the reason why I cook them for 15 minutes. I like to adjust them, roll them around, soak up extra grease and blood. You really do not need all this blood. So as an extra courtesy to all my meat lovers out there, I degrease and deblood all my meat. So I pat dry the blood off only my pork. This is just something I do for my pork and my pork ribs. I cook them for 15 minutes and pat dry them. So I ended up putting the remainder of my sauce in, plus about 1/4 to 1/2 container of my BBQ cola sauce that I had pre-prepared for the other half. So that was 1 cup of cola, 1 cup of ketchup, and about, 1 cup or less of the brown sugar to taste, and then you pour it over. Once you have poured it over your pork ribs, you've got about 1/2 of the sauce left. You want to put it in the 375 oven and cook it. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to place all this with 1/2 cup of sauce left over, and I'm going to start placing this in the 375 oven for about 30 to 40 minutes. So I'm going to start with 30 because I'm going to like to flip and do it for another 30. So I'm going to go 30 and 30. So there's only 19 minutes to go. I'm so excited. I can't wait for this. You're going to love it. So now that my ribs are fully done, I'm going to show you what they look like. This is what they look like. A boiling, sizzling beauty of delight. We're going to pull them out. Okay, so once you got those ribs halfway through, this is 30 minutes in after the 15 minutes we previously done before the sauce, and they look like this. And once they look like this, you're just going to want to flip them over to the bone side up, just like so. And this right here is why you wanted 1/2 of the sauce saved, because you're going to want to drain off this thinner, oily sauce, leaving some behind for flavor, like so. You're going to want to draw it back. Once you have it like so, you want the fat side and the meat side down, because once this sauce goes over the top, you want it bone side up so the meat really gets the flavor. You can see the meat pulling away from the bone and everything. So from here, you're going to want 25 to 30 more minutes. But we're going to pour over the fresh half of the other container that I put aside for this moment right here. After we flip them halfway through the cook, you put on some fresh sauce and put them back in. Alright, and once you got the rest of your barbecue sauce put in, you want to put this on for another 25 to 30 minutes at 375. So I took these out at the next 25 minutes, and as they're pulling away from the bone here, that's what you're looking for. So they are done, and I pulled them out. And from here, I'm going to place my beautiful pork ribs and Coke barbecue sauce on the plate. So this is how I made the pork ribs with Coke, brown sugar, and ketchup. I hope you all enjoyed this show, and I hope you all tune in next time.